25 new schools are adding to what we will see on the roads this morning. One of them having the doors opened by Taaleem this morning. We are joined by the CEO, Alan Williamson. Alan, good morning. It's nice to speak to you.
Good morning.
So, Dubai British School Mira. First day ringing the bell this morning. How many students will walk through those new doors?
Yeah, an incredible 710 new students. It's actually way above our business plan, and I think it shows you the strength of the Dubai British School brand. But it also clarifies something that I know you've been discussing all of last week on the business breakfast, which is the importance of community and opening a school in an existing community. So credit to Amy Fally, a fantastic principal who's opened a superb new school.
Okay, let's dig into that. I actually just want to start very quickly with those numbers. 700 odd students. Back of the envelope maths. What percentage do you think are new residents to Dubai? What percentage of you attracted, shall we say, from other schools?
I knew you would ask me that. There's over 170 of those students are new to Dubai. But I believe when you're opening in a community like Mira, I mean, driving down the Al Qadra Road, it's incredible. You've got Town Square on the right, you've got the Mira Oasis community on the left. So most of these students are choosing not to go out onto Sakim and the Al Qadra Road and want to go to school, as we did in our own home countries, to a community school. And in the winter, they will be cycling to school, I'm sure.
Talk to me about how that works. We were talking about some of the communities and developments that we've broadcasted from recently, naming the school right off the bat, along with, you know, how many apartments and villas they were building. Mira obviously has been around for a while, as you say, existing community. Are you being approached by developers though who want to get a school in to the master plan? Yeah,
absolutely. And in actual fact, if you look at the success of the 5 Dubai British schools, they're in places like Emirates Hills and Jumeirah Park, now both outstanding rated schools, and the most latest one was in Jumeirah, in the heart of that community, and now opening Mira. So actually one of the USPs around our Dubai British schools is that it's built in a community. I think previous to maybe the last 3 to 4 years, some schools groups would be approaching developers. But as you say now, we are actually being approached. We've got a few ongoing conversations to open more community schools. I think in relation to the D33 strategy and KHDA's E33 strategy, the plan is that around a community, you shouldn't really have to travel more than 10, 20 minutes to get a hospital, a nursery, a school. And with Kids First Group and Taaleem schools, we're fulfilling the government agenda there.
Okay, so let's talk about those plans to open more community schools. This is your 4th DBS school. How many could we see?
Well, it's actually our 5th because we opened the Emirates Hills campus expansion this year. So we bought Amity Nursery and we've opened DBS Islands. So that's full on its first day, which is absolutely incredible, and the reputation again of DBS Emirates Hills. Incidentally, the DBS exam results this summer were incredible, the best they've ever been. So I'll get a row off my lawyer in the office if I say too much about the future, but clearly DBS is a brand we want to continue to expand, and as I've just said, we are in consultation with other developers
so we'll see
in relation
more
to delivering that strategy. Absolutely. I mean, one of the things we're proud of, and you'll see that in our share price more recently, is not just delivering the IPO strategy, but actually exceeding the IPO strategy. The city's booming. Punit's just been talking about expansion. You've talked about the expansion of the not-for-profit school desk today. Everybody is looking to fulfil the government agenda.
What kind of investment have you made in DBS Mira? How much does it cost to open a school?
Yeah, it's huge. We've invested over 280 million dirhams in that school. You know, I always smile when people talk about not-for-profit, because when you open a school, it's not-for-profit for a few years until you get a return on investment. If you look at our Harrow schools that are about to be open, and by the way, I was in DBS Mira last week, and it's just the best school I have ever seen in my life, and I've been around so many schools. The facilities are incredible. So we will be spending over that, considerably over that, when we open our 2 new Harrow schools.
How much will those Harrow schools cost?
They'll be in excess of 300 million, and that is the difference between, say, a premium school and a super premium school in terms of the facilities, the quality, smaller class sizes, etc.
Okay, I was going to say that that difference in price. What does it go into?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be considerably more than 20 million. It'll be close to more than 50 million. That goes into world-class auditorium facilities, FIFA and IRB rugby and football pitches, goes into the quality of science and design technology, Olympic-sized swimming pools, etc., etc. So it's about the standards and expectation, but also the scale. I mean, our plot in Abu Dhabi is 70,000 square metres. So, that's the difference in cost. And then we've got our boarding school in Abu Dhabi, which puts up the cost as well.
So the bell's ringing this morning. What do your enrolments look like? What percentage are you up on the year before?
Yeah, we're just so happy with our enrolment. We were looking at it today. Obviously, when the school bells open, we need to see exactly what it is. But we were sitting at 15,000 in our premium schools last year. We're hoping to open our doors today to close to 18,300. It's around a 24% increase in enrolment. However, before competitors go into meltdown, we are putting Mira into that and the expansion of DBS Ireland. So in terms of our existing portfolio, most of it's full now, but still sitting around 84% capacity.
Right, then, which you've preempted my question there. Where do you see the capacity gap now, very quickly? We've obviously had a number of premium school announcements this year. Where's the shortfall?
The shortfall is in the regulatory ramp up. That's what I call. So when you open a school, as we've opened Mira, you only open the primary school, what we call the elementary school. So the ramp up is after year 6, you go to year 7, year 8, year 9. So you've got a 5-6 year ramp up. So some of our schools are in that ramp up phase. We've also expanded our Dubai schools, our mid-market, but high quality schools. So we've expanded Dubai schools, Nad Al Shiba. That's up. The Dubai schools portfolio is up by over 1,000 students. So we're very proud of that in partnership with the Knowledge Fund and the Executive Council.
Alan Williamson, CEO of Taaleem. Thank you very much for your time on a very busy morning.
As always, thank you.